Hi, I wish to say something which is very triggering to even myself because um, as I was, so I have always been contemplating life. So this could be a little spiritual, a little bit philosophical. Um, and also, this is something that I am processing right now. And it's a very difficult part. So, throughout most of my life, I have been blaming my parents for the person who I have become, for not being successful enough, for not having reached my dreams and my aspirations, um, for being the person or carrying the behavior and the attitude that I carry because my father is like that or my mother is like that. Um, this is basically called the mirror reflection, like as in life is a mirror, which for me has been very difficult to understand because it's very difficult to see another human being as a mirror because the other human being literally is an opaque object, is not a mirror. But understanding the duality of life, understanding that there is always two sides of everything, a coin has two faces, understanding that um, I wish so. As I understood that, and as I am contemplating on that, I realize, and I am realizing that that the anger that I had towards my mother for being a particular way, for which I am like that, is actually the anger I had towards myself. The blame that I was blaming my mother or my father, or the school that I have grown up in, or the bully that I have got from my friends, the blame that I was relying upon, the blame that I was depending upon, co-depending upon, because that was making me feel that I am not wrong, has actually, I mean, contemplation of that has actually made me understand that I was actually wrong. Everybody around me, what I feel towards them are actually mirrors. They are reflecting back what I feel from within for myself. Now, I know this whole situation is a little tricky because when we are not aware of who we truly are, of our body, especially the body, because this is where the I, whoever I am, the Asia, the Samhita, the name that I'm carrying, is living in this body. So if I'm not aware, if I'm not in tune, in alignment with my body, and if I am numb because of a lot of trauma that I might have faced in my childhood, then this concept of life as a mirror, of having people around you as a mirror, they are reflecting what I'm actually feeling for myself, is not easy. I hope I'm not complicating it. Why I'm saying this at this point is because of this situation that we have in our country. Okay, we have that extreme right wing who has become almost like goons, dacoits, the industrialists who are actually dacoits, who are raping and killing Mother Earth. The wars that we have been having um, right now in Palestine, and the extreme pain that those people are facing, I believe that it will be very difficult for anybody to take in. But if I sit with myself, I will know that the society outside, the large incidents that are happening outside, is actually a reflection of what I am not aware inside me. The genocide that is happening outside, the dacoits that are looting the Mother Earth, is a situation is happening because there are parts of me that I am not aware of. I am not aware of the pain that this body feels. I am not aware of of the self-sabotage that internally I am constantly doing. I am not aware of the everyday killing of my little desires that I have wanted and I'm not doing it because the society might not accept it, or some of the other things, or the blame that I'm putting, the anger that I have within me is basically the reflection of something happening in the outside world. So I what I feel is that in this current situation of where we are again, deciding the deciding who is going to be in control of the country's economics, the country's people at this point, is very important, and also other people away, like in Europe, in Middle East, and in USA. I think everything out large in the society is a reflection of what we are not aware of inside, what we are not catering to inside, what little things that we are not giving heed to, listening to inside us. So before we blame, before we shout out, before we point out to the larger society of that this is what you're doing wrong, this you should not do, this you should not do, I feel that it's very important we sit with ourselves. We take people in our life who are the closest, like our family, our friends, especially our family, our partners and our friends, to be the mirror of our life. If I'm angry towards my mother for some trauma that she did, I should use that anger to be the breadcrumbs in the forest, so that I pick up the breadcrumbs back and go back to the source of the anger that I have for my father or the mother. So anything, any reflection, anything that I'm feeling from around me, from the situation, from the environment, from the people around me, are actually breadcrumbs that will lead us internally inside us. Because as within, so without, as above, so below. If when we know what is within, we understand why it is outside. When we know what is inside us, we understand why things are outside us, and therefore when we change it inside, we change it outside. So yeah, it's a crazy weather here. It's raining. I have to cut short this. Oh.